I have a problem. I have an addiction. I have way too many guitars. Viewers, you would know that I am a keyboardist. I play the piano and I always play keyboards in church. I lead worship sometimes with an acoustic guitar, but that's about it. I'm always known as the keyboard guy. And how you might ask that I got into guitar. So this is a good story time. In fact, my first guitar, I got it in my undergrad. The story there is that I had a nice Yamaha keyboard, but when I joined college, my parents didn't let me take the keyboard to college in my first semester because they thought I might break it. I might be careless with it. So for the first semester at college, I actually did not have a musical instrument in my dorm. For a musician to not have access to musical instruments is just horrible. So I figured out that it's easier for me to convince my mom and dad to get me a guitar, which was cheaper than letting me take an expensive keyboard to my dorm. So that's what happened. I got my first Pluto acoustic guitar. I learned how to play the guitar on that. I learned how to play bass on it, and that was it. So I could play a few chords, I can play a few riffs, and by no means I was a trained guitarist. I could just play enough chords to lead worship in our prayer groups and stuff. And then fast forward to 2016, I actually started leading worship more regularly in church. And even though church had lovely guitars, I wanted to have a guitar of my own. And I got my first real expensive guitar. I mean, expensive is a relative term, but this was a huge upgrade from my previous Pluto acoustic guitar. So this was a Seagull S6. Now this is a lovely maple guitar, and it's very bright and it sounds really nice and wonderful and sits well in the mix. So I have been using the Seagull for a while, and then I actually had some ideas to get into music production, and at times I felt like I did not have access to an electric guitar to play some electric guitar parts when I was creating loops and stuff. So I wanted to get an electric guitar, and then I ended up getting a Squire Classic Vibe Telecaster. And then I met a good friend of mine from college at ISB who actually was willing to sell his PRS to me, and then suddenly I had a PRS in my collection. And then COVID happened and I went back home and I didn't know how long I was going to be there. I didn't have another guitar or a musical instrument over there at home, so I ended up by picking up a Yamaha Pacifica. And then one day I was just browsing the internet, and then for no reason other than a guilty pleasure buy, I got an 8-string Ibanez. All of this happened over a span of good 3 to 4 years, and one of the guitars that I picked up during COVID was actually a dream guitar for me. You see, in worship music, right, especially the contemporary worship scene, you always see these music videos or live worship videos where from Lakewood and Bethel and Elevation Worship, and they all have these hollow body guitars, okay, and they have usually a Bixby tremolo system on it, and I always was fascinated by that setup of a Bixby and a hollow body guitar, and I've always wanted to get one. And musical instruments in general being very expensive in India, I never got the opportunity to pick a really nice guitar with a nice Bixby system. And then one fine day I saw it online, and then I immediately bought it. So it was an Ibanez Artcore series, and it was a beautiful green color, and I loved it. I practiced so much with it at home. I was fiddling with it, but sadly I've only ever played 2 gigs with it. 2 times I've taken it to church and I've played it, and the third time, I, being a genius that I am, thought I can change the strings on my own. I removed the strings, and then I realized changing strings on a Bixby system is just like impossible if you don't know what you're doing. And I messed up the floating bridge, and that was it. I couldn't fix it, and in my hometown there was nobody who can fix a Bixby. or even put strings on it. So I was just stuck. And fast forward to 2022, I'm back in Hyderabad. I left my guitar back at home, and that guitar was just lying there idle without strings on it, and it was just collecting dust. And then finally, now that I got married in 2024, my mom and dad actually packed everything from my room back home and then sent it to Hyderabad. And finally, after 2 years, I got to put my hands on the guitar. And the vlog today is all about getting this guitar fixed. This is one of my favorite guitars. And I have taken my friend Josh along. You must have seen me in a lot of vlogs. Yes, he is really good with guitars. He loves, and in fact, he's more excited than me to get this guitar fixed and give it a go in church. So this is us stepping out to get our guitar fixed.
My guy, so vlogging the entire thing, babe.
Content.
Hallelujah, Hosanna.
So we're recording this song while driving, neither in Bombay nor in the rain. So, have you played on a Bixby before? A guitar with a Bixby?
Never, but when I play my Telecaster, I act like I have one. Yeah. And I keep changing the volume knob, I think that's it.
Why do you think Bixby is a thing? I mean, I've seen a non-Bixby tremolo system as well,
Yeah.
but why do you think Bixby is like so popular?
The thing is, I've done a lot of research on the Bixby, but the thing is, until you play it, you wouldn't know it, right? Like, I haven't plugged in a guitar too, which had a Bixby and played it. It was just, I mean, you keep seeing it online, you keep seeing videos, especially Jeffrey Kande, all these people and all playing it, right? So there's a fascination about it, but the thing is, right now, just a fascination because I haven't played it. I still can't really judge if I like it or not, but I really want to try it because you have a guitar, right?
Yeah.
Really want to try and see what it would be like. And also, I like the Japanese, so yeah.
You like the Japanese? The other thing is, it's a hollow body electric guitar, right? Why you like a hollow body?
I feel like because I'm also hollow on the inside. I played a hollow body once. Even though I didn't exactly like the tone immediately, there was something different about it. There was something so unique about the tone that I just felt like maybe if I sat and took some time on the tone and I don't know, just got used to the guitar, maybe I can do something with it. That's exactly why I want to try this out right now. Played solid bodies all my life. So, not all my life, for the past 10 years at least. But yeah.
I know you're 20, so it's half of your life.
Yeah, hit me up. We have a guitar store opened by Mallu, musical in Kompally, no? Himayatnagar. We have an HPS Himayatnagar, let's go!
Excited?
That was pretty smooth actually. I thought it would take more than a couple of days or something for it to get fixed. But because he told that the guitar's in good condition, right? Yeah. The intention was right.
That was the thing that made me feel a little calmer, because I thought I've ruined the guitar by not taking care of it.
Well, I was psyched, babe. Can't wait to play in church tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
Good morning, church. Let's rise to our feet.
How many of you have witnessed the goodness of God in your lives? Let me see your hands if you've witnessed Jesus do miracles in your life. You've seen Him being good day after day, yes? Join us as we sing this next song. It might be a new song, but it talks about how we've witnessed what God has done for us in our lives. When I was lost and all alone, your presence was where I found home. You were there and you're here right now. In every high and every low, you never left me without hope. You were good and you're good right now. I witnessed your faithfulness. I've seen you breathe life within. So I pour out my praise again. You're worthy, God, you're worthy of all of it. Your promises never fail. I've got stories I live to tell. So I pour out my praise again. You're worthy, God, you're worthy of all of it.
So we just got done with our Sunday service, and Josh got to experience the hollow body magic. So tell me, first impressions.
First of all, the amount of people who came and spoke about the guitar, came and spoke to me in the first place. Yeah, regarding the guitar, they were just saying it looks great, first of all. They had no idea what was different about the guitar.
Yeah.
That was one thing. It immediately got people's attention. I mean, just the color and the shape and the floating bridge and all these things. First impression, I mean, this is the first time I'm playing a hollow body. It's horribly lightweight in the first place. So yeah, I think the best part is you can stand for hours and play this. It took me at least a good 2 to 3 hours to properly understand what I need to do regarding the humbuckers in the first place, because I'm a single coil guy. I play for this band called Black Lily Blues, and it took me a while to properly understand the guitar in the first place, and I loved it though. It was, I wouldn't say it's the most functional guitar, but what I loved is it was warm but still crunchy. Like especially when I have a plexi drive on my pedal, and I just felt like it was a perfect guitar for that kind of a drive. That was great. I did speak to a couple of people regarding the tone and how it sounded in the house. I got great feedback. People loved it. People were saying this is the ideal guitar for church, especially. Personally, because maybe I was not using the right pair of in-ears, or maybe it was not mixed well for me. Maybe I didn't mix it properly for myself using the Clang app. Just felt like when I was playing an intro or a solo, I felt like maybe it was not cutting through because it was very warm, or maybe because I'm just used to a bright and twangy guitar. That is one thing. There was one pain point though, not a drawback exactly. Maybe this will get fixed with time at least. It was not staying in tune. I swear to God, it sounded like a Baptist auntie coming to sing a special number for her. It was just not in tune at all. I felt every song it was going half a step down. I felt like I was playing some live Maroon 5 concert. It was just everything was half a step down. Every song. So yeah, except for that one pain point, I just had to like tune it every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes I had to tune it. Apart from that one, not drawback, but especially apart from the one thing, I felt like it was a great. I want to play it again though. Yeah. I'm playing in church for the next 1 month, hopefully. Yeah. So I want to use this for the next 2 weeks to see how it's going, and
so I think it's because the guitar hasn't been used and it didn't have the strings on for too long. There was no tension in the neck. So I think the minute you put on a new pair of strings, I think it's just still setting, the tension is still setting, and I guess.
I just realized you both are wearing white, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Look like two Hebron pastors. Yeah. We got baptized. Congratulate us.
Yes.
Congratulate us, sorry. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.